Drone's going to be waiting for them with this sheriff, and he could pop them if they're not careful.
No,
nope, he gets popped instead.
Way, that was the showstopper going down before it got even used. What's happening right now? Sentinels.
We'll see, though, how they play, because he's going to be favoring more toward this A side here. And we are going to get an early look at what Sentinels want to do. But man, I'm so happy to be able to see this team. So look at Hayes. He's playing the bounces up and down, because you're expecting that paranoia is going to be coming up from that wall on the right side of where Hayes is looking at. But instead, it was all the way in the back, preventing them from being able to push into the site. Meanwhile, you're getting a lot of aggression coming through, but WARDELL holds it down on the right side toward Tree and stops them from being able to take space right away. So just a brilliant read and a nice adjustment on where to play those agents and how to use their abilities in different ways.
A little bit of a gap in utility cover for Sentinels there, as they were able to get through, but only Shazam. You really saw him going down after that. WARDELL and Hayes able to sit on the sides here. So a full-on brute force first round here from Sentinels, and it was a rotation over as well. So we saw Drone and Cutler rotating over before. And that's going to be Sinatraa taking out 2 into the site. They still held towards B, thinking there'd be a rotation out, even having pushed mid before. So interesting by Sentinels to just hold this the whole time.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the fault line. That allowed them to be able to make the push happen, because once that breach gets over to Wine and then fault lines out, you have to anticipate that they're playing the cross here. Drone, though, going right in. Oh, sweet Lord, but never mind. It's going to get stopped right away. The shenanigans do not happen, and we get Sentinels with that first round win. But a good read at the beginning of the round there for TSM. I'm curious to see what other adjustments they are starting to make here on Ascent, whereas we're in our pseudo off season.
Oh, I thought that rotation from Phoenix and Sova would come all the way through mid, but again, they kept waffling back and forth on the rotation. A lot more love for these Ares too.
Cover. Yeah. Yeah, the early round Ares is smart on this map too, right? It's always great because you have those clean sight lines to be able, or not clean sight lines, but the clean wall bangs. And Drone actually swinging around the corner, catching Zombs off guard. But here comes the push now, as Drone gets hit with the paranoia, needing to just step away. But WARDELL, he's going to look to take the fight right to Sentinels, but he's going to pay with that with his life. And in fact, you end up seeing a bunch of members of TSM dropping. Now it's just going to be left up to Subroza. Sinatraa getting the nerd dart in the back, taking out Drone, and Subroza just had a sheriff to work with. It simply was not going to be enough. Here comes the aggression now. The push coming through from Sentinels. Shazam is going to get tagged, and I don't think he's really all that concerned about it. Hunter's Fury now in response just to hold him off. Look at the carnage happening. His Dapper just peppers them with the Ares. Oh, no. And Hayes is cut off. He's just going to hold on to this gun potentially, or maybe try and get a frag or two. But they have a 1v5. There is no options here for Hayes. Yeah, that was a bad go there for them. Bad go.
What a gross hold with the Ares. Like, obviously you can stay there and spam Heaven Wall with a Vandal or a regular rifle, but having that extra ammo means you just get to rip it. So anybody that peeks is tagged, and then your team hits them off the slow. What a setup there. He is going to go down, but like I said, bringing that Ares econ round to round, he's not going to be hurting too much for the loss there. Wow, Hayes is giving a hell of a fight here to Shazam, but they're able to make it out. Sentinels just playing a quick read here, seeing what information they can get. It looks like Zombs will, oh my word, his smoke, he has the timing for that, so obviously he's going to be peeking it as it goes down. They thought there might be a smoke coming off of Cat as they saw that Omen orb pass by them. You can kind of see its image if you see where they cast it from. Thick opens up another one, and it's going to be a tough round here. TSM can't get close enough to make the eco round work with these short buys. And maybe Drone with the Sheriff. My favorite Sheriff. The Ion Sheriff, I swear to God, it just gives you more headshots.
Let's see. Didn't seem to work out there, Riv. I don't know. Maybe it works for you. Could be your Secret Riot account, perhaps.
It works for me. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you eating crow now. coming into round 5 here. We'll see how, just a quick replay of that last one. Good amount of util.
Look at that. Oh, that was beautiful.
God, the triple, the tri-peak. And Sinatraa is 9-0-2, 4-0-3, 6. So it's not even a case of anybody down there not fragging on Sentinels. They just can't get there before Sinatraa does.
I think part of the problem that TSM is having is that they don't really have anything to try and get aggressive on Gelato, right? So they can't really push them back. And they're going to have to just rely on the op. But if you're playing against TSM, you're anticipating that. You know that that is going to be coming. Here's Rolling Thunder, though. Cutler, he could not back away quickly enough. WARDELL's going to get called out. They are able to get right into A site for free yet again. And yeah, this has just been beautifully done by Sentinels because they know exactly where they need to play and where they can take advantage of some of the weaknesses of this composition for TSM.
Yeah, I think that's a great point because that's exactly where I wanted to go as this round finishes out with a spike being there. However, Dapper starts to take a Shazam, creeping up with a sweet treat here, and he'll be able to deliver a kill as WARDELL drops the op. Shazam's there now with his teammate. They're answering back. Hayes almost takes down Dapper, and that's another one, the closest one for TSM to come back on a gun round. But yeah, to extend a little bit on that, you were talking about the composition, the weaknesses. And no meme, no cap, TSM's team is an attack-sided team. Sometimes you say that in your games, but look at this squad. They cannot stop anything because they don't have crowd control. So being on defense is going to be a little bit harder. You might see a molly come in, you might get blind, but none of that holds you in your place. Sentinels is running through each of these sites, and they're there almost immediately once they get there. Do what he can. I'm sorry, not Zoms, as I say. Oh, yeah, Zoms. I was just like, wait, what? Did you say that?
Yeah, you know, it's actually crazy going back to casting with this without the
HUD,
the overlay. You know, like it's
you're just like second guessing yourself all the time. Shazam takes out Sabrosa. That's actually a huge frag. The retake ability for the Rays is what TSM needs here. Honestly, that's where they become stronger, is retaking the sites, not holding them, and they're losing a big factor now on these impact frags. WARDELL answers back, like you said, knives to the chest, but he's looking right for the nose. And he gets one there. Hayes down to Shazam, and this is ult for ult here as we see what kind of trades we can get.
He's got him. Dapper had his back. Dapper had his back, and no one could swing because he was hitting the Hunter's Fury at the back of B site. So there was just no way for him to be able to go and support. But perhaps Hayes could clutch it. No, it's Dapper instead. Woo. Yeah, there was just. This is a rough last few rounds for TSM. They'll be able to dig themselves out of it, no doubt. But look at Dapper there. They were hearing all that movement too, so he was expecting it, and I think that he was making the call happen. Part of it too, Sinatraa was just like, does he have my back? Does he have my back? Because who knows, right? There could have been a push coming in at that last moment. That last shot actually was going toward the player that was pushing. Oh, brilliant read. I actually thought that cloudburst would have been enough to stop, but Shazam knew exactly where WARDELL wanted to push.
Oh my word, they have each other's number on some of these plays right now. Quick peeks.
I know exactly.
That was a deep dark cover, by the way, Riv. Nice. That was a big dark cover because that allowed Hayes to get into mid. You're not always expecting that. You're just expecting them to maybe do the cutoff so that if you try to take space in mid, you'll get stopped over at the back. But no. This is looking good for TSM.
Cutler with a frag for himself here. Sinatraa looking to get a nice shock dart on for some damage, and they have a good hold on this. The retake from TSM now. They have the Rays. They have their flashes in the Phoenix. What can come into this now?
Shazam had guns to be able to trade out, but instead it's going to be a trade in kills, though. I said before it was looking good for TSM, but they don't have time working in their favor. Sinatraa doesn't get tagged from it. Sinatraa doesn't get tagged, but Sabros is there to have his back. He's still going to have to deal with Sick waiting in the wings. Gets the kill.
Oh my God, Golden Boy, the things that are turning these rounds, the sonar not catching him. Oh my word, you got to be kidding. And now we may get a second one here for JBL Swanson Cup as we start this one off. A quick teleport into Boathouse, and Zombs starts with Sabrosa for first blood.
And that provides them all the coverage that they need in order to get into the B site. Spike will be planted. TSM, despite having 4 players left alive, are going to be on the eco, so they'll have weaker weapons. And Shazam is hearing a lot of movement happening here. He's just baiting that one out, waiting for the prime opportunity to go for the shots there. Cutler, only player left standing. Few shock darts and a stinger, but 4 players of Sentinels, they're sending it. They're pressing W, and they get the kill.
And then you see Rain is using that, and it's just even more of a win, because if you're purple, you're not going to die. You're firing faster. But I digress. Zombs with 2 quickly in the beginning, and they go 2 for 2 right back and forth, but it's a 3v2 for Sentinels up on this one. Can they continue to take this round for themselves? WARDELL. Oh my, he didn't have anywhere to move. Shock darts and all.
He was pinned.
Spike planted.
He just had no choice but to accept his fate, Riv. That was he had no choice. Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Appropriate. Sabrosa next to the ice cream shop with an ice cream buddy on his gun.
I'm impartial to the donut.
The donut.
The donut gun buddies to play, because it looks like the Homer Simpson's donut.
Yeah. It'd be cool if they made a microphone gun buddy.
Oh, that'd be sick.
That'd be sick.
You got the contacts.
Oh, you know, Riv asked today that we should get. Let's do that.
Oh, they might actually find him. They might find. Oh, Sabrosa.
Ooh.
Tough.
Big. I mean, he gets the money, but he'd probably rather have the gun at this point. Like this, Dapper, confident enough to open up. And Drone is saying, hey, we're not leaving anything up to chance. If I have a possibility to grab a kill here, that's going to happen. But Sentinels get the first frag across the map, knowing that it's going to be a default already.
I was hoping to see TSM maybe get a few frags on the cut, but it just did not happen. Cutler's Phantom just missed as they were pushing out of there, and now they'll be able to get A. Look out for the flank, though. They have a trap wire to protect him there, and Sabrosa's also being chased on the other side, too, so watch out for that there. Oh, dear. Well, I don't think that's really going to matter all that much. Shazam was waiting.
They're just getting there so quick. They have time to set up this defense that's, how far off the site, right? You're not expecting to see that off angle. Maybe a little bit closer to Altor, but they get in, they get out. 10-0. Sentinels versus TSM here on Ascent. And it is, once again, basically a Sentinels. They seem like that team that just got onto the map. Nobody really knows what strats to run, and they have a book already.
I like that, a Sentinel. At first, it sounds like you're saying Sentinels like in a weird sentence. Like you're not saying the Sentinels. You're saying, oh, it's just a Sentinels.
It grows.
But then, you know, as you look at the context of the situation, it makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely.
Oh, I actually really like that deep flash play, but this is literally the thing that they needed to do. They needed to, TSM needed to try and push forward and try and force them back. The problem is that they're doing so and they're giving up bodies in the process. And a huge one too, because WARDELL goes down. He also had blades. That hurts. Hazo probably could have waited for the shot, but instead goes for it. That said, though, they do get a lot of information, but here comes the movement now. Drone's going to be waiting for them with this Sheriff, and he could pop them if they're not careful. Nope, he gets popped instead.
Way, that was the showstopper going down before it got even used. What's happening right now? Sentinels rolling through TSM once again. Guns back in the hands now. 12th round of our first half. If history repeats itself, pistol rounds are not in favor of TSM. This is looking scary.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, dear.
All right, let's go, Golden Boy. Last round of the first half. Let's see what happens on this one. Those were were they pushed up enough to already hear that?
This is what they were trying to do last time.
Yeah.
When they ended up getting caught by Zombs, but Zombs was not in a position to be able to counter it this time around here. Hayes is doing some secret agent tactics trying to get away from it, but Cutler, though, that Hunter's Fury is pretty big. I don't know if they heard they were coming around the flank. Oh, we just had a ninja battle. That was great. Just blades on blades. That was like a kung fu movie. Two players left alive. TSM might be able to win this one out here, Riv. It's looking good for them. Watch out for Zoms, though. They do get the kill. Only Zoms left alive. 3 players standing, and that is going to do it. No perfect half for Sentinels.
Gotta watch out for logs every time. Oh, the ghost rings true. One more gets him in the shoulder with a little bit of Jenny in between. And this, oh, the quick right click to the face. It's a jumping kill on that one as Shazam floats down softly for the victory. And pistol round to who?
Match point.
Sentinels, you guessed it. And he's regretting it a little bit for sure. Rushing in on this. Dapper. Again, liking that Ares. The Sakura skin flies through. Can't control it that much. And now the rest of the team is going to be seeing what they can do through the smokes. Wardell on the Bucky. Cutler on the Stinger. They are trying to pull out the piggy bank funds for this round to keep themselves alive. And Shazam takes down Cutler. Golden Boy, a 3v3.
This is very dangerous for TSM, but actually, this Bucky could help out. Wardell needs to just commit to an area and just look at it. But the nade's going to force him out, though. Oh, no. Sit gets the kill. He's trying to break the vision there with the cloudburst, but he can't nail the shot. Only 1 player left alive. It's Sabrosa in a 1v1. Can he clutch it out here? Sinatraa, though, another clutch player on the other side. And yes, he does. That is going to be GG. Sentinels win 13-1. What is going on in this tournament, Rivington? Because I am blown away.
I am absolutely blown away.